Attention A1 Trading Show fans. If you're looking to get funded, we've got a solution for you. Our partnered prop firm FX2 Funding helps traders get access to up to $200,000 in trading capital. FX2 Funding is not your average prop firm. We've chosen them as our partner because of their fair examination rules, their professional and available customer service, and they have an outstanding reputation in the prop firm space. Here's a quick look at their evaluation process. First, they don't have a time limit on their evaluations. That means that you can take your time when passing your evaluation. There's no pressure to rush your trading. Second, there is only one phase to pass in their evaluation before getting access to your funded account. Also, their evaluation fees are fairly priced and fully refundable upon passing. Once you're funded, you'll be able to keep up to 85% of your trading profits. Finally, a rule we know swing traders will love: you can hold your positions over the weekend. For a limited time, get 15% off any of their account challenges with promo code A1Trading15. That's 15% off any account challenge with code A1Trading15. If you're ready to get funded, we're dropping a link in the chat right now, and you can also find it in the description down below. So go ahead and get signed up today for 15% off with promo code A1Trading15. Now, back to the show.
All right, everybody, good morning and welcome back to another stream, another show here on the A1 Trading Show. We do these Monday through Friday, and a big shout out to our sponsor that you guys just heard from, FX2 Funding. Remember, there will be links and information for that down below in the description and in the chat. I'm joined by, of course, James, our reporter, to take a look at what is ahead for the week. Hey, James, how's it going, and what are we looking out for?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Nick. How you doing today?
I'm great.
So, as far as news goes, we don't have much that's really noteworthy today, but tomorrow is going to be a very big day. We have lots of potentially market-moving news happening tomorrow, starting off with the pound. We have the Clement count change happening at 2 a.m. over here on the East Coast. But at 8:30, we have Canadian CPI numbers, as well as U.S. core retail sales, Empire State Manufacturing Index, and just the normal retail sales. So lots to look out for there happening tomorrow. And then at 10 p.m., we also have the New Zealand getting their new monetary policy statement. Wednesday, we have a little bit more to look out for. We have the FOMC meeting minutes, so that's also going to be a really big thing happening at 2 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be a little bit of a different stream than normal. And also at 9:30, we have the Australian unemployment rate happening. Thursday, we have unemployment claims like usual, and Friday, not a whole lot to look out for. So definitely some big things happening, especially on Tuesday and on Wednesday with the FOMC meeting minutes, as well as those CPI numbers and retail sales numbers.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if it was just me, but yeah, I couldn't hear you for a second.
Yep, Chandler just let me know. So thank you to Chandler. Sorry about that. Yes, so Wednesday should be interesting. Tuesday should be interesting. We have Fed meeting minutes, retail sales from the U.S. and CAD CPI. So thank you, James, for that update. And we will catch up with you in just a bit for more information. Again, each day we will be covering these streams. James helps us just kind of organize and produce these streams, Chandler and James. So big shout out to them. And thank you, James, for that update.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good stream.
All right, thanks. And hopefully you guys can all hear me now. Sorry about that. I think I clicked the button. There's a little mute button that I think I hit while I was dancing around there. So I apologize for that. And hopefully everybody can hear me now. All right. So here's something to think about. The dollar is strong. What's going on? Why is the dollar so strong right now? We're going to talk about all of that. And I'm going to talk about, of course, where I like to start these streams is by showing you guys what I am personally trading right now. So euro dollar, we are short. As of last week, we caught just post I think it was CPI numbers out of the United States. Numbers shot up and then completely plummeted. And on that plummet, that rejection candle, I picked it up on the short side. And so far, looking very, very good. The US dollar strength here is really helping out the positions at this time. And floating currently, guys, like a 5.5 risk to reward trade. Shout out to members who may have caught the same trade. This was an alert shared inside of our Discord channel, and I have been doing updates throughout the day. So let me just go real quick. I'll show you this. So we've been taking trades, a lot of Euro USD bearishness, and I'm also watching gold. So we'll talk about gold here in just a few minutes. For those of you guys who are watching Euro dollar, I said this morning that I'm watching it out the gate, and well, yesterday actually for me, but Sunday open. Asian session got us started, and right off the bat, we have just continued to see the euro dollar plummet. If you guys would like to sign up for these trade alerts, they're currently 25% off. We are running super hot right now with this Euro USD short, and we'll see if this can keep going. If you guys would like access to the 25% off discount before it ends off of our trade alerts, you get access to coaching webinars, our chat rooms, and all trade alerts from myself and Frank. Get our entries, get our updates, everything that we're doing. If you'd like access to that, there should be a link. If you're on your desktop, it should be on the right. And if you're on your phone, just pop open the live chat and you will see this message right here. When you click this, it will take you directly to a support center where you can chat with someone on our team if you'd like to ask more questions about memberships. And also, if you'd like to get a tour of this Discord, you can ask them there for that. You can also go ahead and ask for trade examples if you want more information, or you can even view some track record details if that is something that you're looking out for. So again, message us right now if you want more information. This week should be very, very active, and we'll see if we can continue to hold this Euro USD short. Question then becomes, Nick, what's next? Where are you? What's the next move here? So I trailed my stop once over here. So this was initially, so I had my stop loss here initially. Once price broke out and put in this kind of lower high, price plummeted down. I went ahead and trailed my stop loss, took my risk off the table. But fortunately, this move has continued a lot more than I even thought it would in the short term. We plummeted again here this morning, and I was able to trail my stops yet again here in profit. So at this point, I have locked in at least like a 2R trade. And right now we are floating 5.5R on the Euro USD trade. So is this one that I plan on holding for the long term? Not really. This is one that I just want to let the market tell me if this dollar strength keeps going, I want to stay short, right? I want to stay short Euro, long USD. That's kind of where I'm positioned personally. Now, like I said, this is not, I didn't short this right here for new traders. I shorted it back up in this area and sent that out inside of our Discord when I did so. So that's Euro USD. That's probably most pressing for me on the watch list. So yeah. Chandler also, I think he is our producer, our editor here. He is currently short Aussie dollar, which he's short on that for our competition. He's not a trader by any means. That's not what he does. But he, of course, is the wizard behind all these live streams. He took a Aussie dollar short. We've been training him how to take some basic trading concepts. And again, what a trade he caught this Aussie dollar sell. So. Going really nicely. We'll see if these things want to keep going. And again, Euro USD off the 4-hour chart, breaking through support, looks really clean right now. So we'll continue to watch that one as we go forward. Pound USD, kind of a similar boat, guys. Here's the thing. Daily chart, though, watch out. If you're watching GBP USD, you should probably pay attention to the fact that this huge level of past resistance turn support is now being retested yet again. And what this could mean is that, again, this is a kind of a battle here between longer term bulls who have been pushing the pound dollar up this year versus the short term bears who have a lot of momentum coming into this zone. So how am I reacting? Well, I'm not going to go long, and I'm not really trading short either. My personal opinion is we got to wait to see if this level actually wants to break and hold, or if it wants to bounce and hold support, or if it's going to break out, and in which case there may be more downside for the pound USD coming. So I don't really have any trade setups on that one. That one's kind of just something that a lot of people have been asking me about. I don't have any trades. Like I said, I prefer Euro dollar at this time, and trying to ride that one. Indices are getting crushed here as we continue to see this sell off. Here's your 4-hour chart. You can see just really, really tough time for the indices. Every little pop gets sold into. I would like to be long on the indices again, but I've mentioned this in, recent videos and things that I'm watching. I'm looking for, some reversal. I need to see like a breakout here before I try and get long again on the indices. And until that happens, I'm just going to stay on the sidelines. I'm not looking to short, not looking to do anything of that nature. Guys, we do have new COT data coming in. Of course, we get this data every week. This shows us what institutional money has been doing. And I know Frank is very eager to talk about that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a quick break to thank our sponsors, and then we're going to come back to Frank, and we're going to go through the COT data. If you don't know what this report is, don't go anywhere. This is a really important piece of data. This shows us where large speculators, hedge funds, asset managers, Wall Street, what are they buying? What are they selling? And we'll be right back with Frank to talk about this in just a second. We're going to thank our sponsors, and we'll be back with Frank right after.
Attention A1 Trading Show fans. If you're interested in getting free access to the EDGEFINDER or our premium trade alerts, listen up. For a limited time, our show's partnered broker 8cap is giving out free access to our products when you sign up for a new trading account with them. If you already have a broker, you may want to consider switching to 8cap because of their low trading costs, a wide range of trading assets, and their amazing customer support. If you'd like to get access to our software and Discord server for free, click the link being dropped in the chat right now and ask one of our team members for more information. Don't miss your chance for free products and an award-winning broker. Now back to the A1 Trading Show.
All right, and we are back here with Frank taking a look at the COT data. Frank, you shot me a text message about this stuff, some interesting moves going on in terms of what smart money is up to. What is kind of on your radar today?
Yeah, so I noticed Friday and Sunday when they started rolling out that COT is buying up the indices, selling dollar, selling gold, and buying oil, which is kind of the opposite of what's happening this morning. So think of so they're buying up S&P, which is down another whatever percent on the day. Oil, I think, saw a little spike, but still might be down. Dollar is up high. The 2-year bond yield is breaking out, actually, which I have a chart pulled up on that. On the daily chart, it kind of entered a wedge pattern and then broke higher. So this could be a potential, another run up to maybe the highs again around 5.1%. I don't know, but dollar looking really strong. It's kind of a tough call, but I will be looking for oil longs. I won't be looking for gold longs because COT is not showing anything there. But indices, especially the S&P, saw a major increase in bullishness. They picked up a good amount of shares to the long side, and at the same time got rid of a lot of short contracts. So looking at
Frank,
those things.
let me just clarify what you're pointing out for people who are maybe newer to the commitment of traders data. What Frank is mentioning is that the COT data comes out once a week. It gives us an insight as to what big money in general has been up to. This is a report that they are required by law to fulfill, to displace or display what they've been buying, what they've been selling. And so what Frank mentioned, first of all, you mentioned two notable things, the S&P and gold. First of all, let's look at the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 has this past week, as of the latest data, we've seen an increase in the number of long contracts opened. And as you mentioned, Frank, really what is incredibly bullish here is that we had a almost minus 35,000 contracts on the short side. What that means is that they closed a huge amount of shorts that were open on the market. And so that reversal, if everyone is covering their shorts, that is potentially suggesting that they think the market is going higher. So big money seems to be very long biased on the S&P 500, despite that really big sell-off that we had this past week. Frank, I'll come back to gold to talk about that in a second, but if you want to pull up your S&P 500 chart, how are you playing that this week? Is that something that you're looking to buy because of this, or I guess, are you on the sidelines? What do you think about the S&P?
Right. So This very similar to oil. I want to look at that next too. But on the
Mhm.
daily chart, it's up against this trend line and demand zone. Um, hasn't broken underneath, although it's down today, it's still maintaining that spot above the trend line. So as long as we see price stay above there, I think I would probably be looking for longs. Might even take a long trade today, but we have to see what the dollar's doing as well. But yeah, I like it at this level. If it breaks lower, so be it. But we're pretty close to, that decision point, so we can put our stops pretty tight, minimize loss, and then hopefully ride it to the upside. That March 22 target, which is this area up here, which the market hasn't hit yet this year, but last year's highs was this before it entered into a downtrend. And so 4640-ish would be a good target to look for in the S&P. But we got big retail earnings. I think Walmart's this week, maybe tomorrow. But just a lot of volatility, and we got a lot of inflation, meeting minutes, like just a bunch of monetary news coming out, which is very, I guess, causing a lot of volatility. So on top of that, oil's doing the same thing, hovering on that trend line. It broke to higher highs, so it made another leg up at around 84. I would like it to stay above that trend line as well. So I think I have this bullish bias on both for now as
Mm.
we start the week. But if it breaks under, maybe look for another support level around 80, but keep the stop losses tight and see what happens.
Yeah, no, and I think just to follow up with your oil idea, charts looking really strong. Yes, we're hitting resistance, but again, we go back to the COT report. We do this every Monday. For those of you guys who are newer to the stream, let me just take a quick second to remind you, if you're enjoying this content, if this is helpful to you anyway, first of all, hit the thumbs up button. That would really help us out. But make sure to also subscribe and click that notification bell so that you can join us back for live streams, especially Mondays. These are really important kind of breakdowns when Frank and I do the COT data stuff. But Frank, to follow you on that U.S. oil concept, this for us, the way we've scored the edge finder is probably the perfect example of a very, very bullish reading, right? Because we have overall the percentage of number of long contracts relative to short is like 75.5%. That's very, very high. So we have a big long interest on the oil market. But then on top of that, as of the latest data, as you mentioned earlier when you first joined the call, oil has seen a really big change week to week in the number of long contracts. An additional 15,261 long contracts were added by large speculators in the market, and only a slight increase in short interest. So overall, I would say that this is a pretty bullish COT report week for oil. And the last one before we pass it back to you, take a look at gold. Frank, I'm actually kind of short term thinking gold looks pretty bearish off of this report, because what we see here is kind of a rock solid sell week for gold participants. Because what we could see here is that, yes, overall they're still pretty long, but this week was a home run hit for the sellers, because what we see is that number of longs on gold were decreased by 10,000. So 10,000 contracts were closed on the long side, but then on the short side, almost 12,000 contracts were opened short. So again, that's pretty bearish, at least in the COT data this week. Frank, what do you think about gold? And are you looking to sell it? Are you looking to buy it? Or are you waiting for a breakout? What do you think?
So it does look very bearish. I would like to buy it, but I just can't justify it right now. So
Sure.
I think the likelihood of it going under 1900 is pretty high. I could see another test around 1890s. 1893 is where I have this marker. That would just be a previous bottom. I think it would be a double bottom. We got this level right here, and then this one over here. So maybe another test. And I didn't fully draw this trend line, but it's just completely rejecting off that. So I think at least at the start of this week, we're going to see some lower gold prices, like a continuation of lower gold prices. And if it hits the 1890s level, I'll probably look for a long, but we'll see. Gold is still very heavily net bullish, but this past week's activity in COT suggests that they're not looking to get long this metal.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair analysis. Longer term, I still think there's plenty of upside for gold, but in the short term, COT looks bearish, price action looks bearish. I think we're probably on the same page there for at least the short term. Frank, I want to thank you for coming on to do the COT data with us as we do every Monday. If you guys have not experienced Frank's analysis or anything like that before, I do want to invite you guys to join our free version of the Discord. He's sharing ideas in there. So we'll drop the link to that in the chat right now if you guys want to join the free version of our Discord, or if you'd like to sign up for the full version, that is an option to you as well. Frank, thanks for coming on, doing the COT with me, and we'll see you back on the next show.
Yep, thanks. Sounds good.
All right. And euro dollar still going, guys. We are still, this thing just does not want to quit. This one caught me by surprise. I took this short inside of the group thinking, hey, it's hitting a level of resistance. The technicals just looked really good. You can see price came right back up to a level of resistance that I had been watching for a while. We were trading kind of sideways after the CPI rejection. Core remained unchanged. I was like, you know what? Maybe there's some dollar upside. Let me hedge kind of my position. I had a NAS long, which of course did not work out so well, but this one is just flying to the downside, I guess falling to the downside like crazy. So I am still short. My plan is to continue to trail stops on this one and let this one run. I mentioned the Discord a moment ago. We do have, of course, our free Discord, which was dropped in the chat. If you guys would like to actually get trade alerts from Frank and I, if you want to see our trades, we are sharing them throughout the week inside of the Discord. You can see I shared this Euro USD trade with members, what I'm watching for on gold, so on and so forth. Frank is also sharing his. He was in a long trade last week on oil. I forgot to ask if he's still in that trade, but he's been trading oil to the long side. So if you want to keep up to date with what we are doing, we are currently 25% off on the Discord. If you're not already in there, this is the week to join. We've got the Fed meeting this week. We've got tons of data coming out. Retail sales should be interesting. And if you message us right now, we're doing a 25% off sale. To get access to the 25% off price, you have to message us while the stream is going on. So if you click this link and just reach out to someone on our team, they'll get you 25% off any of our memberships, and you can join into the action this week. Again, we do coaching webinars. You join our chat room. We have educational material. You can download our strategy guides. And of course, you can see the trades that we're taking. But it's not just a copy service. It is it's an insights and educational service, because what we do here, we don't believe in just sharing blind copy stuff. What we do is we share our trades with full breakdowns. Like, this is what a trade alert looks like. We share the analysis. We share screenshots of why the trade was being taken. We share our, what we're doing to manage risk, where we're putting our stops, where we put in targets, trailing stops, so on and so forth. We share all of it as our trading journals are pretty much done in Discord. So again, take advantage of that 25% off discount that is going on right now. And yeah, we'll see if we can continue to hold this euro dollar short. I'm looking for a lower high. If we get another lower high, I'll trail the stop further into profit. But again, kind of just waiting to see what the market wants to do. I mentioned gold earlier. Gold looks incredibly bearish right now. This level of support not holding just tells me that sellers are in full control. We just looked at the commitment of traders data, as mentioned. Frank and I just went through that. We talked about gold. We talked about the S&P. We talked about oil. Gold looks really bearish for this week at least. So short term, I think we're getting some sell readings on gold in my personal opinion. So we'll watch out for this. Again, I am looking to potentially short gold if we do get a retracement. So, of course, if I take this trade, you guys in Discord members, you'll see if I take that trade, I am looking for something like this to set up. I have not yet made a decision where I'm going to sell it exactly. I'm going to wait to see what price action does. But of course, if I take that trade, you'll get all the alerts inside. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on the dollar? So my thoughts on the dollar right now, I am short-term bullish the dollar. We just... I've been short Euro USD. We broke through this level of resistance. We broke through this longer term downtrend. Short term, the dollar looks strong, and I've been bullish on it the past few days. So again, let me see. When did I short the euro? I think it was 4 days ago. Yeah, it was 4 days ago. So I've been short the last 4 days on the euro USD, which is of course a bullish call on the dollar, right? You're selling euro, buying USD concept, right? So I took that trade a couple days back and have just been, this thing has just been melting the whole time. And you know, you can see, watch these images, right? There's the initial trade. There was an update. There was another update where we trailed stops, broke support, another update, kept going, trailed stops again. And again, the latest one that I did just shortly before stream. And now actually things have gone even further. So the dollar is just a rocket ship right now. In fact, this area that we broke out of probably looks really bullish on retracement. So for those of you guys watching the dollar, retracements to like the 38.2% could be kind of interesting. But again, you know, this was kind of a daily idea. I thought we would actually reject this, but we did not. We saw so much strength come in from the dollar. And, you know, what this tells me is that, you know, you look at this on the daily chart, you do have some resistance here. So it'll be interesting to see if price is able to kind of break out of this. But if it does break out, I think you probably have short-term room to keep going back up to these previous highs. So again, I've got my stop trailed on the euro, but I'm watching this dollar chart to see if we can break through this level, then goal is to keep holding on, okay? So bullish short term, until proven otherwise, bullish on the dollar. So yeah. Bought dollar yen, I'm feeling good. Dollar yen, yeah, I mean, dollar yen, just look at that beautiful, beautiful breakout here today. And this one makes sense, right? Yields are flying high today. Expectations that the Fed may need to you know, rate high, keep going kind of thing, are still very low for the next meeting. But again, they're not necessarily, you know, if something changes in the data, that's still a ways away till our next, you know, Fed decision and next interest rate decision. So there's time for this dollar to keep going, I think. But that's where I'm at with it. You know, like I said, gold looks like a possible short this week, in my personal opinion, if we do in fact get a retracement, but we're not quite there. So this support level has broken off the 1 hour chart. That's kind of where I'd be interested in selling if we do get that retracement. So that's what I'm watching. So yeah. Overall, here's the COT data. Oil still number one, euro, gold, GBP, dollar. How did the dollar do this week? Dollar didn't really do much. Changed, slight decrease in positions on both sides. So not substantial there. Let's take a look at what retail is doing. Retail is currently still very long dollar Swiss, short dollar yen, dollar CAD. Retail's pretty mixed on my euro USD idea, but this is probably going to go more extreme, guys. The euro retail traders are probably buying the euro right now. Reason I say that is usually when a market starts trending in a direction, like when the market starts trending in a direction, usually retail traders start to fade that move. So I would say there's probably a good chance that if you guys watch retail sentiment later on today, this number is probably going to go up. Retail traders are probably building along on euro dollar right now. So that's part of the reason why I would say I'm pretty short biased and still short biased on the euro. It was also a signal on the watch list tab. Here's a list of, this is my current watch list, things that I'm looking at. Dollar yen popping into the bullish territory. Euro dollar still very bearish. So I like seeing that. Economic figures and downtrend really contributing to that bearish score. If you're not sure what I'm looking at, you guys can get a tour of the EDGEFINDER. If you would like a tour, let's do something. We just added this to the talk to our live chat support center. If you guys would like a tour of this, if you'd like to step through it, check it out for yourself, try it out, see if this tool would be useful to you that I keep using. My company, A1 Trading, we build tools for traders. We're a software company in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what I do outside of trading is I also run a software company. If you want access to these tools that we keep showcasing in the video, here's what you can do. We do have something on our talk to. which is our live chat center. If we drop the link to the talk to real quick, Chandler, what people can do is if they message in, I'll show you guys how this I just added this. So click this link and watch this. If you want to try out or check out the software, we can set up a call. You can get some information about it. Just do this. Click the link and go right here. Click, I would like a free tour of the EDGEFINDER or Discord VIP group. If you want more information, we also have that 25% off sale ending soon on the Discord chat. If you want access to the trade alerts, or if you'd like to try out our software, it's probably going to be first come, first serve. So if you would like to trial this out, we do have a couple of people on standby inside of the office who can set you up with a tour, who can jump on a call with you if you're interested in learning more about this software we're using. Guys, that's going to wrap up the stream here today. Again, we have plenty of stuff that we are going to be paying attention to here on inside of the group. I'm going to continue to monitor this Euro USD short, take care of this one, see if I can capture a little bit more out of this move, and go from there. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream today. If you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. U.S. Eastern. See you guys next time.
Thanks again for watching today's show. Our goal at A1 Trading is to continue to share free value to our audience through daily videos and articles, keeping you up to date with the latest market coverage. If you enjoy our content, make sure to subscribe for more. And if you create a new trading account with ACAP, you can get tools like the EDGEFINDER completely for free. Check the link in the description for more information. From all of us at A1 Trading, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.